Welcome to Building a SpaceX Clone Session 5. In this session we will be creating some fake data for our template app. This is needed to demonstrate and test the functionality of the app. We will do so by modifying the seeds.rb in the DB folder, and also we will be tracing through a couple of errors which has to do with uploading images while populating the seeds file. Alright, so let's get started again.
Ground control to Major Tom. 8, 7, 6. Commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2. Check ignition and may God's love be with you.
Alright, so let's open up the terminal. And then we will be cd into our projects directory. So here I type cd ROR projects / rockets corp. Okay, and I use Atom. So after I hit enter, I type Atom space dot. Okay, and hit Shift Control T to open up a new tab. Let's go back to the tab, and here type Rails space S to open up this, to start the server. Okay, while the server is starting, I'm going to close some of these files I had open here, and then we're going to go back into the terminal and see if the server is running. Okay, server is running. Great. Let's go to the browser then, and let's take a look at our app. So in the address bar, type localhost 3000. Okay, alright, so there is our app. So what we want to do today, we're going to populate some more of these boxes. However, it's kind of cumbersome to do them one by one. For instance, we want to test our app, so we might want to have 20 boxes and type in one by one like this. Another mission, go rockets, and put in some fake text here, upload an image, and then let's do that one, and then create a box title. So in many apps you're creating, you might be needing to creating a lot of data to demonstrate the app. So today we're going to go through how to create lots of fake data. Alright, so anyhow, let's go back to the text editor, and first we will be creating a view file for the additional boxes. Before then, actually, let's take a look at this public file where the images are stored from the paperclip. So as you know, we have a thumbnail, medium, and large. So this is how paperclip resizes them. I just thought it would be good to do quickly since this public folder was green because we just uploaded an image. Alright. Now let's go to our app folder and to the view folder. And in the missions folder, I would do a right mouse click, and let's create a file, new file, and name it missions list. So this is the list of all the missions that we creating. So here I'm typing missions, or actually let's do mission list.html.erb. Doesn't matter. Okay, so this would be actually a page where we have all the boxes listed, because on the home page we're only going to have 3 boxes at a time listed. So open up your search file and then copy from here. We're just going to copy and paste some of the design HTML code and paste it in. Go back to the search file again, scroll down to the bottom and copy the closing div row and the closing section tag and paste it down here in the bottom. Okay, perfect. Okay, within here we're going to create 2 columns of width 6. So open up a div tag and a class and type call-md-6. We will only use the first column today. We will use the second column next time. Okay, we can copy this and paste below. There we go. Okay, so within the first column here, let's just put in a title. Let's underline it. So we do a U tag, and within here type all missions and save it. Okay, and let's go back to the, let's actually close this search here, and in the index file, copy everything from the beginning of the row to the closing of the row that has to do with mission.each.do, okay, and go and paste it in under the closing row but before the closing section. Alright, save it, and then go to your controller and go to the missions controller, and here we need now to create the mission list action. Let's do that under the index, so type DEF mission list and close it, END. Alright, and in here we can actually copy from the index right here. It's going to be the same thing, and paste it within the mission list, but delete the limit 3. Okay, alright, we need to create a route for the mission list as well. So let's go to the route file in the config folder. There we go. And within the collection do, under get search, type get : mission list. Alright, save it, and then let's go to the terminal and let's display the Rails routes. Okay, make sure you are in the tab that does not have the server running. So here I type Rails routes. Alright, so here are our routes. Let's scroll up, and there we have mission list underscore mission. Alright, go to the index file and scroll down, and I actually copied the mission list underscore mission, and here copy this link to new mission and paste it above, and instead of new type all, so we're going to have a link to all missions, and then the mission list underscore mission, I cut that out and I pasted it in right there over new mission. Okay, go to the browser and refresh. Alright, so now we have a link to all mission. Click on it. Great. So you should have now a page which called mission list, and that lists all the missions. Alright, go back to your text editor, and let's edit some of this styling because it was a little squished. So let's, in the row, let's put in maybe a margin on top, but I actually think that we have it in our style sheet already. So go to the app, styles and style sheet, and open up the application.scss. Let's scroll down here. Great, so we have already defined a top margin and a bottom margin for our classes. So go back to the mission list here, and for the row class, just type top dash margin and then type bottom dash margin for our two classes. Okay, go to the browser and refresh. Great, so now we have a space there above. Alright, we need though an H tag here in front of the title. So let's do an H2 tag and then close the H2 tag. So we do a little styling first before we go into the seeds file. Go to the browser and refresh. There we go. Perfect. Okay. We're just going to do a little bit more styling here. I think it's a little squished underneath there. Yeah. So for the row, we can copy the bottom dash margin here and paste it in above the do loop for the row tag. Go to the browser and refresh. Good. Now we have a little bit of margin on top and the bottom. Perfect. Now we're going to go into migrate to the seeds file and do some work on that. I'm closing these files first. I don't need to have them open. Closing a few things here. Alright. Okay, so go to the DB folder and open up the seeds.rb file and the schema file. Okay, go back to the seeds file, Here where it says movies equal movie.create, this is an example how we can populate our seeds file. Okay, let's do the 4 columns first for the title, subtitle, box title, and box info. So we will create the text for these ones. So first here, type then missions equal mission with capital M, and that missions, it needs to be plural. So if you follow this example above here, okay, then dot create, and then parenthesis. We will not do the square or the curly brackets, but first here type title colon, and then the next one I think was subtitle. Yep, that's the, okay, oops, here. So subtitle colon, and then box title colon, and then box info colon. Okay, and now we will put in some dummy texts here. So double quotation, and then let's say big top title. Oops, there. And for the next one, let's say secondary title, and it needs to be double quotation. So note that it needs to be double quotation, and each of these are separated by a comma as well. And for the box title, let's say just say title of box, comma. And for the box info, let's put in a little bit more text here. You know, the box info is basically the body of the text. So let's just say body text dash and several paragraphs, because in reality this will be several paragraphs long. And this is displayed on show page. Okay, save it. Okay, let me just see here. It seems okay. Right, so we have the 4 columns or the 4 fields in our database, so to speak. Okay, let's go to your terminal. I'm going to clear this, and to run the seeds file you type rails space db colon seed and hit enter. Okay, waiting. There we go. Okay, so it ran. One thing I want to do, I want to output it to the terminal. So back to the seeds file, and under here type puts mission.inspect. Okay, let's go to the browser now though and refresh it. Good. So there you see there is actually the box we created via the seeds file. Cool. Back to the text editor. What we will do here now, let's randomize a number afterwards here. So do the interpolation, which is £, and curly brackets, and within here type rand, R-A-N-D, parenthesis, and type 1.50. Go back to the terminal and run rails db seed again. Oh, we have a mistake here. It says, did you mean mission? Yes, I did. So I did mission instead of missions. Okay, back to the terminal, and let's run the seeds file again. I just do the up arrow actually. There we go. Okay, so this it's what the inspect does. And here you see title on box, it says number 40. Back to the browser and refresh. So it outputted the mistake, it still wrote it to the database. It just didn't output it to the terminal. Alright, so now we need to handle the image though. And this is where we will go through an error and trace through it. Okay, so what we need to call this is pick one. That's the name of the title of the column. So back in the seeds file and type pick one colon, and then I'm going to assets and to images to select an image. I have one image here which is rocket.png. Okay, so you might think that what we can do is just within double quotation say images /rockets.png. seed.png to just say the path of the image. Go back to the terminal and run Rails DB seed again. Okay, so I have a mistake here. Let's see, it's not the mistake or the error I anticipated, but I forgot actually a comma after the box info. There we go. Okay, let's save it and now go to the terminal and refresh. Actually not refresh, but we run rails.db :seed again. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to have the error that I want. Okay, so scroll up here. You see it says no handler error, and it's for the paperclip. So we need to define actually a file path very specifically in order for this to work. So back in the seed file here in front of it, type file.new to open a new file. Do parentheses, open parentheses and close the parentheses after the rockets.png. And then before the double quotation, type rails.root.join and then parentheses again to surround the images / rockets. Okay. But within here we need the whole specific path. So before images we actually need to say app/assets/images/rockets.png. So file.new will open up the file and Rails root take it to the root of the path. Okay, save it. And now let's go to the terminal. Let's clear and run Rails DB :seed again. Okay, and now it should work. There we go. All right. There it says rockets.png. Go to the browser and refresh. And there you go. Okay, title on box 43, and then we have an image. So now we don't want, when we populate the database or populate the app basically with information, we want to have different images displayed. So now we will create that array of images. So I will now go and grab some images that I have because I only have one here. So I'm going to my files folder where I have some images, and then underneath here I'm just going to select a few. Let me just do here square little things so I can see them. So I'm just simply going to select about 4 or 5 of these. Okay, let's select 5. Actually, let's do one more. So we have 6. Okay, so I copy those, then I go to the app folder, Rockets Corp, and then the app folder, assets, and images, and I paste these in. So now I will create an array of these images to be randomly selected when I run my seed. Okay, I'm not going to do that one. All right, so let's create the array. So first here, let's call the array images. So type images, and we will use a similar random method to search through or to random display an image. So type images equal, and then we have to do %W to make sure it can read this as a string, the name of the file. So the first one we do discovery.jpg, then let's do images.jpg, and then let's do keck_observatory_07.jpg. I'm just going to do 4. And then let's do new horizon-surface.jpg. And these are all just separated by a space, no commas. Okay? All right. So now here, instead of rockets.png, we will append a random image after the quotation mark here. We do so by typing a plus, and then we the name of the array, which is images, and then square brackets, and then in here we do rand again, parentheses, and in here we say images dot length, because dot length would read the length of the file name as a string. Okay, all right, let's save this, and let's go to the terminal and let's run the rails.db, rails space db colon seed. Okay, there we go. All right, so it selected new horizon surface, which was the last image in the array. Let's do it again and see if it selects a different image. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Where is it? Pick one. Okay, images.jpg. So it selected a different image now. Let's go to the browser and refresh. Cool. So there we have them. Okay. All right, but it's also cumbersome to do it one by one. So let's go back to the text editor, and we can do this within a do loop. So we can, for instance, say 5.times do, and then let's put the end after the put mission.inspect. Okay, now it would automatically run 5 times. So go to the terminal and run rails dbc. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. All right, let's check the images. Actually here, check the ID first, so different IDs. Actually, let's go and check some images. So this is the Keck Observatory, and then images.jpg. Now let's go to the browser and refresh. Cool, all right. Now it repeated the Keck Observatory twice. But if you have more images, maybe you can do an array of 10 images. Then it will randomize it more. Okay, all right, so this is basically it, what we needed to do for today. The next time, what I want you to do, I want you to maybe do around 25 boxes, and what we will do next time, we will paginate it, so maybe have 8 or 12 on each page. All right, I see you next time. Take care, have fun, good luck, bye-bye.
This is ground control.